Sports.
Ate the cabbage and got sleepy.
I turned it off. Well, I bumped it up.
Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools, to play in games like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Bulldogs will kick it away to start us off. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
And completion makes it second and short. Quarterback making some changes at the line.
What's that?
Handoff to the single back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game. It gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rashada. Receiver makes the grab.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll toss it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Back to pass. It's Rashada. Finds his target. He's got some room. Can he get there? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Florida. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Quarterback looking to... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And he makes the catch for the two-point conversion. They jump on top, 8-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. Good enough for the first down at the 37.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
He's inside the 10 now. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Knowshon Moreno. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Finding space at the 20. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Dropping back, it's Rashada. The pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. This will be a 39-yard attempt. He knocks this one right through. And with that, they regain the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. This one will be fair caught. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball in the 22.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, it's the consistency in this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. Steps out short of the goal line. The defense will take over on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Hands off to the left. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Short throw complete to the tight end. And the defense wraps it up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
And they'll use the ground game here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the same runner's got it again. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. He bought some time, now lets it go. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
First down and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And the Gators have first and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Checks this down to the running back. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. He finds the running back in the flat. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Here we go now, third and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? A pop pass on the jet sweep, and he will be stuffed for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down. And now the handoff. Throws a stiff arm.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
The Gators are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. This will likely be the last play of the half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to get the second half going.
Number 19, set to kick this one back.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Toss play to the outside. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Scanning the field, it's Rashada. Down he goes, a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Caught quickly. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Try and muscle for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Dogs will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. A running play called on 4th down. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
First and 10 now for the offense. To the air, it's Rashada. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! This offense cannot be stopped.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
It went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And he's got it again. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That ball snagged for a completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Georgia 24, Florida 15.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Using his legs here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, he makes the catch out of the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Now to try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Man, I love to see the big guys get a chance to make a play like this. Usually it's the guys off the edge, the linebackers, maybe a blitz, but instead, the big fella at nose tackle gets the sack.
Looking downfield, it's Rashada. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Running with purpose. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35-yard line. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to pass. It's Rashada. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown, and they keep it going. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Now it's 2nd down here. He'll hand it off. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to pull it down and run. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Handoff to the back. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down.
The running back.
Scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And now from the pistol formation. Trying to find room. It's Moffitt. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to take off. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the 1st. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Tackle made after the completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
That's caught. It's Moffitt. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. He'll hand it off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to 1st and goal, you get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on 2nd and goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
2nd down and goal upcoming. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Gators. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The try fails. They can't build their lead here in the final seconds.
That keeps the score. Florida 28, Georgia.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away.
Set to bounce on the football.
And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing, trying to extend the play. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays. Time is winding down. Scanning the field. It's Rashada. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing you the game.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense just takes a knee here. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.